Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Hubbard here again, back with another pod review. This time, 7-pot Primo. This is a super hot. I know I'm in for a little ride. This guy's a hottie. This is going to be for refining fire chilies once again, Mr. Jim Duffy. You can get these seeds, www.superhotchilies.com. This is a little thing here. I don't know, sometimes I've been trying to get it to where maybe you can pause and use your smartphone and go right to the site. I'm not sure if that's really working for me. But that's where you can find this pod. There's some nice information on his site at www.superhotchilies.com. I'll have that in the description. And here we go, 7-pot Primo. Capsaicin Chinense. This 7-pot variety comes from a man with the web nickname of Primo. His real name, Troy Primo. He is an accomplished musician and horticulturist from Louisiana, U.S. The 7-pot Primo has very lumpy, distorted shapes, and sometimes will have long, skinny, scorpion-like tails. It is extremely hot and has a nice fruity flavor. He created this variety about 6 years ago, crossing a Naga Morich and a Trinidad 7-pot. As I get more information on heat levels, I will publish it, blah, blah, blah. And there's not many things, but I've heard of it definitely being over 1 million. I would attest to that. I'm pretty sure that it would be, especially after eating it. I'll know more too as well. But this is definitely a hottie. I'm not going to say much more. I'm just going to have to just taste this baby. But I also know Primo. I've talked to him on Facebook, emails. He's a really cool, down-to-earth dude from Louisiana. But again, you can get the seeds from Mr. Jim Duffy. I actually own this plant. I got a little more smaller ones that I'm trying to get a little bit bigger. So I have a smaller ones about that big. I should have grabbed it and compared it, but I don't know. But I do own this plant. I ordered a few of them. I have a few of them. Good size. I'm going to be waiting for some good pots from it. Anyway, let's do this. Ooh. So I didn't cut it. I had a knife here and everything. Hot already. It is tasty. That's a tasty super hot, as I thought it would be. It's already hitting the tongue some. Back in the mouth of the round, you can feel it. You can feel the heat some, but it's more focused on the tongue. I'm just waiting for it to build up. It's still building. The other day I ate, at 12 o'clock noon, I ate for refining fire chilies. I ate a Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion at about 12 o'clock. Prep for it, and then at 3 o'clock I prepped a little less, but I still prepped for it, a little foodie. And so 3 o'clock I ate a chocolate moringa. Anyway, they're both hot. You can see the chocolate moringa. I have it up. This is the one I did right before this one, and the one before I did that was the Jay's Peach. It was hot, man. It was so hot, man. The cramps hit me so hard around 7:30ish. They were on and off, and I had a little bottle of water that was kind of neutralizing it. It was kind of weird, water. But I think it was just the coolness. But I went to the restaurant and with the wife, and it just hit me hard. Nothing was helping me. It was just cramp city, man. I thought I was going to have a baby or something, man. It was crazy. And anyway, I ate the Italian food, blah, 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 and came home and It neutralized it after half an hour, but what a ride, man. I took yesterday off. I didn't do any reviews. Just wanted to run my mouth a little bit while this thing was building up. This is a flavorful pepper. You can do anything with this pepper. I would probably really enjoy cooking with it. Cutting up, throwing on a sandwich. I am definitely I am a big fan of the red super hots, especially the 7-pot family. I really like the brain strain. I've tried it a few times. The Douglas pretty decent too. The chocolate 7-pot, they also call it. It's a pretty tasty pepper, good for cooking. A lot of people love the flavor of the yellow. My buddy Tom Avery down here in Florida, he loves the yellow, some of the yellows, and they are a little flavorful, and they're not as, sometimes if there's a floral pepper, it's not as floral, and it brings some of the heat, the taste down. It makes it more smoother, but so does the heat come down. I'm a guy, as you probably know, I like a really nice tasting pepper, and could have a little heat or a little extra heat, or I like something just to burn your face off, man. But there's nothing like a pepper that can burn your face off and tastes decent. And that is one of these peppers right here. It's definitely burning the tongue in the back of the throat. It's hitting. Saliva gland started kicking a little while back. Still doing a little bit. Like I said, I'm not really great at describing a bunch of different citrus and floral, this and that. Floral to me is how you would taste like if you just bit into like a rose or a leaf or something like that. Where sometimes the bush tea could be a little floral. After tasting this, it's not too bad. Like I said, it'd be a really good something to mix it with food. This is not something I do all the time, just eat peppers for fun like this, unless they're more medium to lower heat. I do this for reviews. But I will sometimes eat food and eat pepper with it, so it's almost the same, but it does neutralize it a lot, so it's really not the same. It's definitely a hot pepper. It is definitely a super hot. I can feel it in the back of my throat some. Is it the hottest pepper? No, for sure no. I mean, I've eaten a couple different Marungas. I've eaten a Jay's Peach. I've eaten the Marunga. I've eaten the Carolina Reaper. They're all hotter than this, for sure. I even think the brain strain might be a little hotter. The Douglas, the chocolate 7-pot, is hotter too as well. It's not something you want to do, just go and just eat this thing, especially on an empty stomach. And especially as a beginner, it can freak you out. Really nice burn. I like that. That's a nice smooth burn. Especially out the other day with those two stinking super hots. Those things were just beasts. But I really like this guy. I mean, that was tasty. And don't get me wrong, it's nice and hot, man. It's got a nice burn to it. It has peaked and went down. I'm sure this pepper could capably be even hotter too sometimes. That thing was a big boy. I mean, it was good size, man. Tongue is still on fire. It's still got a nice burn, especially in the back of the tongue, more so. It doesn't really hurt when I talk. So, again, it's not one of the super hots I've eaten. Like I just named like 4 or 5 of them that were hotter. But it's a lingering nice burn in the mouth. I like it. But there's not much more to it, man. I mean, it's just got a little bit of a burn, normal thing. It's peaked down, it's went down, it's peaked, went down a while back. That's it, man. I'm not going to take too much of your time. Please, but if you're interested in this pepper, refinedfirechiles.com. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. The business name's Refined and Fire Chiles. But the site, www.superhotchiles.com, like I said, I'll have it in the description. Thank you very much, Jim Duffy, for giving me the chance to do this. Try Primo. Give you a shout too, brother, for making a nice pepper. And I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe, question, comments, share it as much as you want in this video. Later.